Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 92 of Building Ironman. This is an episode where things start to come together. We do a little bit of building and then bring in some parts from the last few weeks. I like it when things come together. Original Sin, A Voyage to the Past, is the history of Ironman that we're looking at. And with Big Head, very words. Hulk, I recognise him. Man with Big Eye, I don't know who he is. Orb, villain from Ghost Rider, apparently. So yes, this is what we're doing. We're doing a bit more of the abdomen, the connecting piece between the chest and legs. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what an abdomen is. It contains the springs, which give the parts mobility, and other thing that lets you do stuff. We need parts from previous things, which I shall bring out when the time arises, and that's going to end up looking a bit like that. Only the outer armor plates need to be added, which I think is next time. Before we get to that, that was the one page. Marvel Heritage, Avengers front covers. Yeah, that's quite nice. Variant covers. I'm not sure if I like the idea of variant covers. I wouldn't want to buy the same thing 2 or 3, 4, 5 times just to get the full set. But you could buy your favourite one, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's nice to have a choice, but if you want to collect them, then you have to get them all. So that's just a way of making more money out of it, isn't it? War Machine, model number 5. Iron Man. Oh, that's looks much the same. I can't see any real notable differences between these. But I'm sure if you're an aficionado, you probably will. Original Sin number 1 was published in July of 2014. And yeah, it's a story. I don't know anything about it, as you might have guessed. Next time, we are building the abdomen, upper body, and head. Things come together next time. Looking forward to the next one. I'm going to do that very, very shortly. But first, we're going to do this one because otherwise we've got nothing to connect things together. So I shall see you in a moment for putting this bit together. So we've got lots of parts from previous issues that I've sorted out and I will need for this issue. First of all, we're going to put this hinge piece in here. We need the bar going through from that side, going through that hole. And that's where this spring comes in. Spring with 2 clippy bits on it. It seems to have it that way round. There's a little hole inside there that needs to fit into. And then the bar will fit through all of it. No, not all of it, because it's then got to go in there, and the other end of that fits into that hole on there. Right, let's get that lined up again. In there, I shall use a pair of tweezers because it's easier to manipulate things like that. The might be the other way round, actually. That looks like that's a little bit shorter. That will probably go on that way around a little bit better, I think. Right, anyway. This is going that way round. So pull that back. Bring into that hole. Would be the fun thing. So we can't really do all that in one, can we? Let's try putting it in here first. Because this is the bit that's going to be moving in place. Get that through there. We can get that lined up through there. Don't worry about the bar yet. Let's get the spring into the hole. So we've got it in that one hole there. Going to that other hole out there. There we go. And then we can make sure that goes through all of it. Like that. That gives us a bit there that's sort of sprung like that. Gosh. Yeah, that's what we've got. It looks a bit like the picture, so I'm happy with that. Next up, we are bringing back in this bit. This is fitting to that. That. Like a thing. And we're using AP screws for that. So 4 of those. 4 of those. through each of those holes into there. There, into there. One in so it holds in place, and then tighten everything else down once everything else is lined up properly. That a little bit. Go, that's going into a hole. Last two done. Gap there, but that's obviously the way it's molded, the way it's designed. And there, securing in place. Nice. There we go. That's that. And first one, which is now the last one, all tightened up and done. Okay. Next up, I need to turn the page so I can see what the next thing is. The final stage from issue 90 was this one. And this bit we have here. That way up and that way up. And then that goes together. That way up. It's going around there. Like that. Oh, it's that way up. There we go. That will fit in there like so. Two bits down there that line up. That's for IM screws. For them. Just one more out, please. Just one more. One more. One more. There we go. That's going all the way down into there. Like so. Black piece on this is metal, so this is why the IM screws are coming into play. Through the plastic into the metal. Like that. Tightened up. That one there. Okay, that's that. And then we're going to need some more IM. What have we got? KP screws that I haven't used. Primary things that I don't need yet. IM, KP. There we go. It says about KP. IM. Oh, they are being used in just a moment. Don't panic. Don't read ahead too far. Get KP screws off over this side. Those. That one can go back in the packet. Right. So this is then going on the front. Back rather. The other way up, and that's going to be that way up because that all fits and shapes in there. These posts are going onto there. That's the spring bit. That's what's that going to activate against? I can't really tell. Not entirely certain as yet, but it does fit together. In that, pushing that will then activate that bit inside there. Yes, it will. Look. Okay, that makes sense now. I understand that. So these KP screws were going in from the underside. Right in the side there. I can't even see. That's because I had it the wrong way up. They're going through here. Hold that in place a little bit. The other sides don't pop out. That's fine. One there and that one on the other side the same. But before I tighten those down all the way, we'll get these ones in. These go into the long holes. All the way down and in that metal piece. And the same on the other side. Nice. I like it. It's coming together. I do like it when things start to, not have box full of bits. Things actually start to match up and fit together like so. So there we have, I think, the completed abdomen with the internals. The armor piece will go over the top of that. Clip on that to put that in. Clip on this to put the waist and leg piece in on there, I would assume. So that's that. Another stage completed. Thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying building it. I shall see you very shortly for the next issue, where I think we're putting even more bits together. So stick around for that. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye for now.